Good morning everyone. I am going to teach the property of rational number. It is same as fractions. The first one is closure property. I just recall this closure property. When you add, subtract or multiply of two rational numbers, the result should be the rational numbers. Let's move on first one. In addition, the sum of any two rational numbers that are a is equal to 3 by 4, b is equal to minus 1 by 2. So adding these two rational numbers 3 by 4 plus minus 1 by 2. So plus into minus minus we get 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2. Look here, the denominators are unlike. So we take the LCM of 4 and 2, we get 4. From this we make the denominator unlike denominator to like denominator. We get 3 by 4 minus 2 by 4. That is gives 1 by 4, which is a rational number. If we subtract any two rational numbers, the result also a rational numbers. In subtraction, we take a is equal to 3 by 5, b is equal to 7 by 8. Subtracting these two rational numbers, the denominators are unlike, so we make them like denominator. So for that we take LCM of 5 and 8, we get 40. So simplifying the two rational numbers, we get 24 by 40 minus 35 by 40. So the difference with the common denominator, we get minus 11 by 40 because the negative sign is greater. So minus 11 by 40 is the rational number. So coming to the multiplications, a cross b equal to c. If we multiply two rational numbers, we get a rational numbers. So we are taking a is equal to 3 by 4, b is equal to minus 8 by 2, simplifying the numerator and denominator and write the resulting of the product. So that is minus 3 by 1, which is also a rational numbers. What about in division? Let's see. 7 by 3 divided by 0, we get undefined or infinitive value, because when I divide any number by 0, we can say that the answer should be undefined or infinitive. So I can say that the closure property is not hold when we are putting the denominator be 0. That the closure property is satisfied under addition and subtraction and multiplication, but closure property is not satisfied under division, because when we put the 0 in denominator. Property is commutative property. What is commutative property? The sum of any two rational numbers in one order or vice versa, the result should be the rational numbers. So I place minus 7 by 8 plus 3 by 5 instead of a and b. Taking them left hand side, minus 7 by 8 plus 3 by 5. Here denominators are unlike. So we should take LCM of 8 and 5. We get 40. So using the LCM and make them like denominator, that is minus 35 by 40 plus 24 by 40. We get minus 11 by 40. So on right hand side, when you solving and getting the result of the difference, 24 divided by 40 minus 35 divided by 40 gives minus 11 by 40. This is for the right hand side. Here left hand side is equal to right hand side. From that we say that commutative property is satisfied under addition. So coming to the multiplication, a cross b is equal to b cross a. We take a is equal to minus 7 by 8 and b is equal to 6 by 5. So substituting in this a cross b and b cross a, we get minus 7 by 8 into 6 by 5, that is equal to 6 by 5 into minus 7 by 8. So on left hand side, so simplifying the numerator and denominator and write the result of the product, we get minus 21 by 20. So coming on right hand side, simplifying the numerator and denominator and write the result of the product, we get minus 21 by 20. The left hand side as well as right hand side both are equal. So we can say that commutative property is true for the multiplication of rational numbers. From this, we say that commutative property is applicable in addition and multiplication, and also commutative property is not applicable in subtraction and division. From this, we come to the conclusion, commutative property is satisfied under addition and multiplication. It's not applicable in subtraction and division. Coming to the associative property in addition, a plus b in bracket and then plus c, that is equal to a plus b plus c, putting bracket only for last 2 digit. We are taking a is equal to minus 1 by 2, b is equal to 3 by 5, c is equal to minus 7 by 10. Write the numbers in place of a, b, c. We are getting minus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5 in bracket plus minus 7 by 10, that is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5 plus minus 1 by 10. We are putting brackets for last 2 digits. Now we are taking left hand side, minus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5. Denominators are unlike, make them like denominators. We get minus 5 by 10 plus 6 by 10. So denominators are having like, so adding the numerator we get plus 1 by 10, the greater sign. So the third rational numbers minus 7 by 10. So 1 by 10 subtracted with minus 7 by 10, we get minus 6 by 10. It can be reducible, that is minus 3 by 5. Coming on the right hand side, similarly we can simplify the brackets first and then adding minus 1 by 2 when you are solving and getting minus 6 by 10, that is equal to minus 3 by 5. The left hand side is also equal to right hand side. So from this, associative property is true for under addition. Coming to the multiplication, a cross b in brackets cross c, that is equal to a cross b cross c, putting brackets only for the last 2 digits. We take a is equal to minus 1 by 2, b is equal to 3 by 5, c is equal to minus 7 by 10. Substituting this in place of a, b, c, minus 1 by 2 into 3 by 5 in bracket into minus 7 by 10 should be equal to minus 1 by 2 into 3 by 5 into minus 7 by 10, putting the bracket only for last 2 digits. Simplifying the bracket first, so minus 1 into 3, minus 3 by 2 5s are 10, multiply by minus 7 by 10. So the resulting of the product equal to plus 21 by 100. So coming on right hand side, when you solving and getting plus 21 by 100, the left hand side as well as right hand side both are equal. So we can conclude that associative property is true under multiplication, and moreover associative property is not satisfied under subtraction as well as division. Not only the associative property, commutative property is also not true for subtraction and division. From this, we can say that the associative property is applicable only for addition and multiplication, and also the associative property is not applicable for subtraction and division. Coming to the next property, distributive property of multiplication over addition. A number multiplied by sum of any two rational numbers that should be equal to the a cross b plus a cross c. That is the property. We are taking, for example, a is equal to minus 7 by 9, b is equal to 11 by 18, c is equal to minus 14 by 27. So substituting these numbers in place of a, b, c, first we are solving on right hand side. We get minus 7 by 9 into 11 by 18 minus 14 by 27. The denominators are unlike, so we should take the LCM of the 18 and 27. We get 54. So from the 54 we get 18 to be a like denominators, and also a 27 to make be a like denominators. We get 33 by 54 minus 28 by 54. The denominators are same, so subtract the numerators, we get 5 by 54. So then multiply them, minus 7 by 9 and 5 by 54, we get minus 35 by 486. This is for the left hand side. And then right hand side, similarly we can simplify the bracket first, minus 7 by 9 into 11 by 18. Simplifying the numerator and denominator, we are getting minus 77 by 162 plus minus 7 by 9 into minus 14 by 27. Simplify and write the result of the product, that is 98 by 243. Now the two rational numbers be in addition, so that's why we are taking the denominators, taking the LCM for these two denominator, because the two denominators are unlike. So the LCM of 162 and 243, we are getting 486. So make the denominators be like denominators and adding the numerators, we get minus 35 by 486. So left hand side equal to right hand side. So hence we can say that distributive property of multiplication over addition is true. Similarly, we can solve the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction is also true. This we can say thus distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction only satisfied. Okay. The next property is identity property. The first one is additive identity. 0 is an additive identity. When you add 0 with any number, remains the same number. That is the additive identity. So I take a is equal to 3 by minus 7. It is not in standard form, so that make to be a denominator positive. That's why we write minus 3 by 7. So minus 3 by 7 added with 0, or 0 plus minus 3 by 7, we get minus 3 by 7. Why? Hence 0 is the additive identity for minus 3 by 7. So the next one is multiplicative identity. So when you multiply any number by 1, we get the same numbers. We are taking minus 3 by 7 multiply with 1, we get the minus 3 by 7, because 1 is the multiplicative identity for minus 3 by 7. Coming to the inverse property, the first one is additive inverse. Any real numbers, there exists another real numbers, that is the opposite sign. When you adding these two numbers, we get the additive identity, that is 0. Here a is equal to minus 11 by 23. So their opposite sign plus 11 by 23. Adding these two numbers, we get the 0, that is the additive identity. Numbers are same, but sign only change. In multiplication, every real numbers except 0, there exists another real numbers, that is reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. So when you multiply these two numbers, we get the answers 1, that is the multiplicative identity. So we are taking minus 17 by 29. What is the reciprocal of minus 17 by 29? We get minus 29 by 17. So we are taking and substituting these numbers and simplifying, we getting 1, that is the multiplicative identity. Here write the number in reciprocal, but sign no change. So there is no identity and inverse for the subtraction and division. We are going to solve the sums from exercise 1.2. The first one is fill in the blanks. The multiplicative inverse of 2, 3 by 5 is dash. Must convert the mixed fraction 2, 3 by 5 into improper fraction. How? Multiply the quotient and divisor. 2 5s are 10. 10 plus 3, 13. By denominators, no change. Now we can solve the multiplicative inverse of 13 by 5 is equal to 5 by 13. That is the answer. So the multiplicative inverse of 2, 3 by 5 is 5 by 13. The next one, if minus 3 into 6 by minus 11, that is equal to 6 by minus 11 into x, then x is dash. So it looks like a commutative property. So that write the commutative property A cross B, that is equal to B cross A. Comparing these two equations, the minus 3 instead of A, 6 by minus 11 instead of B, and equal to 6 by minus 11 instead of B, and also x is instead of A. But what is here? So the value of x is equal to minus 3. Comparing these two properties, we can get the value of x, that is x is equal to minus 3. The third one, if distributive property is true. They told the distributive property is true for 3 by 5 into minus 4 by 9 in bracket plus x into 15 by 17, that is equal to 3 by 5 into y plus z. Then find the value of x, y, z or dash, dash and dash. Here it looks like a distributive property. That's why I write x into y plus x into z equal to x into y plus z. Comparing these two equations, so in place of x we are having 3 by 5. In place of y we are having minus 4 by 9. In place of z we are having 15 by 17. From this we can easily say that the value of x is equal to 3 by 5, y is equal to minus 4 by 9 and z is equal to 15 by 17. The next one, if x into minus 15 by 63, that is equal to minus 15 by 63 into x, that gives equal to 1. Then x is called the dash of 55 by 63. So yeah, any numbers multiply with this given numbers, we get the multiplicative identity 1. So what is that numbers? So find the reciprocal of the given numbers minus 55 by 63, that is equal to minus 63 by 55. From this we can say that number x minus 63 by 55 is called the reciprocal of 55 by 63. So the answer is reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. The fifth one, the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is dash. The multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 1, we get the plus 1 by minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. So the answer is minus 1. So the second Roman is say true or false. The first question, minus 7 by 8 multiply minus 23 by 27, that is equal to minus 23 by 27 into minus 7 by 8. Illustrate the closure property of a rational numbers. The statement is false because don't write true or false. We must understand and then say that is it true or false. Here look here, it's like this statements like the commutative property, but they are told closure property. So if you have closure property, we have two numbers. We have commutative property, we have the two numbers and the vice versa. If you have the associative property, we have three rational numbers. From this we can easily say that this property is a commutative property, but they told closure property. That's why the statement is false. The next one is associative property is not true for subtraction of rational numbers. Already we had seen the conditions. From this we can say that associative property is not true for subtraction and also division. They said only subtraction in this case. That's why we say this statement is true. The next one, the additive inverse of minus 11 by minus 17 is plus 11 by 17. So first consider given number rational numbers equal to minus 11 by minus 17. It's not in standard form. So to make them standard form, it means that make the denominator be positive. that is 11 by 17. Now we solve the given question. The additive inverse of 11 by 17 is equal to minus 11 by 17 plus 11 by 17 equal to minus 11 by 17. So that is the correct answer, but they said plus 11 by 17. So the statement is false. First changing the given rational numbers in standard form and then find the additive inverse of the given rational numbers. Then only we get the correct answers. So this statement is false. The fourth question, the product of two negative rational number is a positive rational numbers. The given statement is the just I remember that when you add the two same sign numbers, when you multiply the same sign numbers, we get the positive number, that is minus into minus plus, plus into plus also plus. When you get the different sign, that is minus 2 into plus 6, we get minus 12, or plus 2 into minus 6, we get minus 12. So from this they said the product of two negative rational number is a positive rational number. Yes, the statement is true, because we take any two negative rational number, we get the answer be positive. Then final one, the multiplicative inverse exists for all rational numbers. The multiplicative inverse means reciprocal. Here 0 is also a rational number, but we cannot find the reciprocal of 0, because if you find the reciprocal of 0, the number is undefined, that is infinitive. So from this we can say that 0 has no multiplicative inverse, but they said all rational numbers having the multiplicative inverse. The statement is false. Here I do the 7th sum. The previous 3rd sum, 4th sum, 5th sum and 6th sum given as the assignment. The 7th sum, evaluate 13 by 18 into minus 12 by 39 in bracket minus 8 by 9 into minus 3 by 4 in bracket plus minus 7 by minus 9 divided by 63 by minus 36, which is in bracket. Here we have here 3 terms. So simplifying the bracket first using the BODMAS. What is that BODMAS? B stand for bracket, O stand for of, D stand for division, M is multiplication, A is addition, S is subtraction. This is the order which are going to solve the sums. Now simplifying the numerator and denominator in the first term, we get 113 is 13, 3 13s are 39. The resulting the product is 1 by 18 into minus 12 by 3. Again we can simplifying the numerator and denominator, we getting the result of the product 1 by 3 into minus 2 by 3. Similarly we can simplify the other two terms, we get minus 6 by 9 plus minus 4 by 9. From this we get minus 2 by 9 plus 6 by 9 minus 4 by 9. The denominators are like denominators. So adding the numerator, here we have here two negative signs. So adding the two same signs, we get minus 6 by 9 added with plus 6 by 9, we get 0. So the value of the answer is 0. Coming to the 8th one, evaluate using the appropriate properties. We have studied closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property. Here using any one property which is suitable for this sum. Read the sum 2 by 3 into minus 5 by 12 plus minus 4 by 6 into minus 8 by 12 plus minus 1 by 4 into 2 by 3. So looking the first and third terms, we having the 2 by 3 is common. It looks like a distributive property. So common number 2 by 3 multiply by minus 5 by 2 plus minus 1 by 4. We are getting the A cross B, that is 2 by 3 into minus 5 by 12 a plus a cross c, that is minus 1 by 4 into 2 by 3. So the second term take right remains as it is. Okay, the second term write as it is. Then compare the distributive property to the given sums. We get 2 by 3 into. So the right hand side it represents the distributive properties on right hand side of the distributive properties. So 2 by 3 into minus 5 by 12 plus minus 1 by 4. First complete the solve the brackets using the BODMAS. Here denominators are unlike. Take LCM of 12 and 4. We get 12. So simplifying is like denominators. We get minus 8 by 12. The previous numbers write as it is. Okay. Then 2 by 3 into add the numerators minus 8 by 12. Simplifying the numerator and denominator. Writing the result, we get 1 by 3 into minus 4 by 3. So the third term also simplifying same way, we get plus 4 by 9. So multiplying this bracket and adding with 4 by 9, we get 0. So the evaluate using the first sum, answer is 0. Here is in the another example, 1 by 2 into minus 3 by 4 minus 3 by 8 into minus 1 by 4 plus minus 3 by 5 into minus 1 by 4. It's also same as the previous sum. Comparing with the distributive property, here we are having the minus 1 by 4 is common in the second term and the third term. So taking the common rational numbers out, minus 1 by 4, taking out common rational numbers minus 1 by 4 into minus 3 by 8 minus 3 by 5. Comparing with the distributive property, we get minus 1 by 4 into minus 3 by 8 minus 3 by 5. Denominators are unlike. So make them like denominator and simplifying, we get minus 39 by 40 and multiplying the brackets, we get plus 39 by 160. So the first term write as remains, that is minus 3 by 8. Look here, the denominators are unlike. So take LCM of 8 and 160, we get 160 and making to the like denominators and get minus 60 plus 39 by 160, that is minus 21 by 160. The book answer is wrong, that is given minus 51 by 160, that is wrong. So minus 21 by 160 is the correct answers. The next one is also the previous two, is same as the previous two sums. Use commutative and distributive property to simplify 4 by 5 into minus 3 by 8 minus 3 by 8 into 1 by 4 plus 19 by 20. It also looks like the distributive property. So comparing with the distributive property, we get the common rational numbers taking out minus 3 by 8, that is A cross B plus C. So it looks like A cross B plus C. So taking the common rational numbers minus 3 by 8, we get 4 by 5 plus 1 by 4 plus 19 by 20. Simplify the bracket first using the BODMAS. Let's take LCM the 5 and 4, we get 20. So make them like denominator and simplifying, we get 21 by 20. So multiply with them minus 3 by 8, we get 63 by 160 plus 19 by 20. Here denominators are unlike. So we should take LCM of 160 and 20, we get 160. Simplifying them numerator and denominator and make them like denominator, we get plus 89 by 160. So the appropriate property here is distributive property. Using the distributive property, we can solve and getting the answers 89 by 160. Coming to the final one, objective type questions. The 10th question, the multiplicative inverse of 0 is. They are given 4 options. The first option is 0, the second option 1, the third option minus 1, the fourth option does not exist. The reason, the 0 has no multiplicative inverse, That's why I choose the option D does not exist. So the correct answer option D does not exist. The 11th one, which of the following illustrate the inverse property for addition? What is the inverse property? Every real number when added with the opposite real numbers, we get the additive identities, that is 0. Look here, the option A is equal to 1 by 8 minus 1 by 8, that is equal to 0. The option B is equal to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 equal to 1 by 4. Option C equal to 1 by 8 plus 0 is equal to 1 by 8. So option D is equal to 1 by 8 minus 0 is equal to 1 by 8. So I choose option A, 1 by 8 minus 1 by 8 equal to 0. That is the additive inverse. The correct answer option A is equal to 1 by 8 minus 1 by 8, that is equal to 0. The 12th one, the closure property is not true for division of rational numbers because of the number is 0. So I explain about it. So that's why the given four options, the A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1, C is equal to 0, D is equal to 1 by 2. If we take a rational numbers divided by 0, we get the answers should not be defined, that is infinitive. So that number is 0. That's why I choose option C, that is 0. The 13th one, 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 6 not equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4 minus 5 by 6. Illustrate the subtraction does not satisfy the property of rational numbers. The given options, first option is commutative property, the second option is closure property, the third option is distributive property, the fourth option is associative property. From this we can say that this is the associative property. So associative property is not satisfied under subtractions. So that's why I choose the option D, associative property. The final 14th one, 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 divided by 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2. Here they are given four options. The option A is equal to 1 by 2, option B is equal to 3 by 4, option C is equal to 1 by 4, option D is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here we are using the BODMAS. There is the order which are going to solve these sums. So first simplify the bracket preceding the next brackets and divide and subtract these sums. So take LCM of 1 and 2, we get 2. Simplifying the numerator and denominator, we get 1 by 2. Similarly, we can take LCM of 2 and 4, we take LCM is 4, and simplifying the numerator and denominator, we get 1 by 4. And the third term also simplify using the LCM of 4, we get 3 minus 2 by 4, 1 by 4. Here using the BODMAS, simplify the division, but 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 4, we get the reciprocal of 1 by 4 equal to 4 by 1. So simplifying the numerator and denominator, we get 1 by 1, and to multiply with 1 by 2, we get 1 by 2. So the option, we choose the option A, the 1 by 2, that is the correct answer. Okay.